What is up, everybody? I'm Vick Almighty, and as you can see, today we're not in my studio. We're in Las Vegas with the homie Al, aka Deadstock Anatomies. This is the man that destroys your favorite sneakers and turns them into works of art.
What's up, guys? My name's Al. I just want to thank Rejuvenator for inviting me onto the show, and I'm excited to get started.
Dude, this is gonna be super fun. I've never done anything like this. Do you want to tell the guys what's the plan?
Yeah, so the plan today is to take this Red October and basically dissect it. So we're going to take it apart, stitch by stitch, and turn it into an art piece.
Dissect it as in take it apart completely?
Apart completely. Like, we're just take every single piece and lay it out flat and turn it into a piece of wall art.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think anybody has ever taken apart a Red October. You know how much those things go for?
Yeah, I think the last I checked, this size was going for about 20,000.
Yeah, we have one job, and that's not to mess this up.
Yeah, no, pressure is definitely on. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, we got this, man. Let's get to work. Now, this really is your thing, man. I've been watching on Instagram for the last year or so. Take apart all types of sneakers. You can see a lot of them right here. It's been super interesting. That's why I'm here today, to watch you and hopefully learn some new things on how to dissect a shoe.
Yeah, totally, man. And you are here for a reason. So I brought you here so that you can actually help me with like the color and everything, and see how it's all faded and all that. So I kind of want to bring that color back while we take this apart.
Oh, I guess I'm here, dude. I might as well help you.
Totally.
Now, before we start taking the shoe apart, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm kind of concerned with this overall shoe. I've never taken the shoe apart. I've only ever restored it. But this sneaker is kind of on the older side now. These came out in what, 2014?
2014.
We're in 2025 now. That's about 11 years. A lot of these sneakers are starting to fall apart, specifically on the spine or the strap. Recently, I just fixed a pair where the strap completely broke off. The midsole is also another area of concern. I'm hoping when we take it apart, it's not cake where it's starting to fall apart like any older midsole. Overall, I think those are the only three things I would be concerned with. The only thing I would probably suggest is to not flex the strap too much so we don't have to spend more time fixing that. Other than that, dude, this is your territory. I'm just here to learn.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, I think step by step, we'll just kind of run with it.
We're gonna tackle this thing together, man. We got this.
Cool.
All right, what's first?
So I'm going to take off the sole, and then with the sole, we just kind of go from there and everything. So I'm going to put some, add a heat gun to this, and then kind of just
go at it little by little.
Separate it out. So I know you're used to doing that thing a lot. So
I go about it a different way. You know, I heat up a screwdriver and stuff, but in that process, I'd be destroying the midsole. So I don't know if that's the best route to go. Don't listen to me on this one. You know?
You're a little more experienced at it than I am.
Maybe.
I'm a little more reckless when it comes to how my techniques are. So,
so like what I like to do when I'm trying to pop a sole off is use a screwdriver, a heat gun, and some tape. It mainly works on the rubber area because it doesn't destroy it. But when I do that method on a polyurethane midsole, I tend to like make a mess, you know? So obviously we don't want to destroy the midsole on this project.
There we go.
All right, dude. Sole is finally off, and the midsole. You want me to touch up all the edges that I kind of ruined in a way?
Well, what we do first is, what I typically do is I fill the sole up with foam.
That kind of makes sense. I've always wondered with your pieces, how do you get this like sole to stick on your? Is that how you do it? Just put foam inside.
So just fill up with expanding foam. The foam expands, and then I just cut it flush. Yeah, and then we just put this aside and just let it expand, and just kind of every space in there is just taken.
So on all the authentic Red Octobers, underneath the insole, on the lasting board on the inside, it has this weird text. I'm honestly not sure what it says, but I just know on all the real legit pairs, it has that. Maybe it's worth putting on the frame, maybe not, but it's worth saving.
I actually never knew that, so that's kind of good to know. So
maybe you can cut it out nicely. I don't know if it's a touch.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I was trying to see if I could utilize this as well, but I'm not entirely sure. You know, so we'll figure it out. I mean,
maybe you could cut out a little rectangle piece and put it on the board. I don't know.
So yeah, I'll just I'll cut it right here. So I'll cut it right here.
Yeah, the rest is trash.
Kind of throw the rest out. So let's do.
So what ultimately inspired you to get going on this?
So my wife actually was my inspiration. So what she does is, as a hobby, is like entomology stuff. So entomology meaning like the study of insects and everything. So what she does is she takes macro photos of bugs, and she also frames them. And when she was doing it, I kind of got the idea. I was like, what if somebody did that with a sneaker? And kind of just ordered a shoe and did it, and kind of just went from there. Just got hooked.
Also, dude, you have a beautiful space, man. It's well lit. A lot of toys, a lot of sneakers, tools, like literally, this is perfect, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man, for sure.
Can we call it Al's Palace?
Yeah.
Hurry it up, bro. Yeah, I got one question.
What's that, man?
How do you know what pieces to cut? Like once it's time to start laying them all down like in an artsy way?
Yes. So the idea is, because when you actually look at the shoe and the shoes together, so obviously this is the front of the shoe, the toe box, and then this runs off to the side.
Right.
So because I can't just lay it up on top of the sole, I'll just take all the space and then leave nothing for the sides. So what I do is I cut this straight. This goes up on the toe above the sole, and then this actually goes on the sides and just kind of adds the layers throughout the whole piece.
You don't get nervous with the cuts?
I do, but I also take it seriously. So I put a ruler down. I just take a brand new sharp razor blade and I just go right through it. So.
Now off the rip, do you see any other parts that you're going to potentially cut for display?
Honestly, I don't. I think this is going to be, so you kind of already worked on that.
Yeah, split the tongue in piece.
Exactly. So this piece, like, depending on how it looks, I'll have to see how the layout is. It might not even have to use this, because if you can't see it, what's the point of having it?
Right.
So it'll be nicer to have more surface area for the glue to sit on.
Okay. Al, this was a stupid step, dude. I'm covered in red thread. It's a mess. Took forever. Never again, man. I'm over it. What's next, bro?
So, I mean, what we got going on is I'm going to hand you to do your thing. I'm going to...
How's that looking?
Do this sole. It's kind of expanded out now, so before I cut it, I'm going to have you paint and kind of retouched up the places that we kind of chipped the paint off. And then, what was the other? Also, the leather, too. So the leather, I'm going to have you dye that.
Oh,
and
the
then
suede.
as you do that, or yeah, the suede. So as you do that, I'm going to just start ironing all the pieces flat and get it ready for the install.
Cool. Sounds good. I'll clean up the edges, make sure it looks perfect.
All right, man, so here's this. I'm gonna go take a break. And do you need anything else from me?
Nah, man, I got this. Go take a break, bro. Hang out with wifey, make some dinner for us. We got this, bro. Don't worry.
Boss.
The first step I'm gonna do is mix up some dye. I got some pink, orange, and red. Ultimately, the dye on this suede isn't straight up red. It has more of an orangey tint. I'm gonna mix it up first, and then with the airbrush, lay it all down. I got 3 pieces to cover: the toe cap, this panel, and the lace lock. Now, I gotta get this color on point. Gotta make Al proud. That red looks really good. It's back to being vibrant. I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits right here. Al already checked out. We got a lot of work done. We're beat. We'll pick back up tomorrow. All right, guys, it's day 2. Good morning, dude.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you making out?
Doing pretty good. Pretty much spent all last night and a little bit this morning, just kind of prepping everything, getting all the backings on, creating some structure into every piece, and yeah, just kind of working on it.
Can we see it?
Yeah, let's do it.
I was lying. He did not call it quits last night. My boy was grinding. Dude, this looks sick. I have to stand up for this. It's well thought out. I'm trying to think if there's anything we can do differently. I don't want to mess with your work. I think it looks great as is for the most part. One suggestion, maybe, if you like it. What if we put this strap over here? Just because it looks a little busy right there, and I think having both straps together might look kind of sick.
Totally.
What do you think?
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Let's see. By the way, guys, I'm not the pro. I don't know if it's gonna look good or not.
So actually, let's put it right here.
On the bottom.
Yeah, so it saves. So yeah, I actually like the way that looks.
I like that.
And kind of flows too with the other side as well, so it's kind of perfect. So
as long as you like it, dude. I like it. It looks great.
yeah, it looks good. I think I'm down with it.
Yeah,
I'll keep it there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch anything else. Everything looks perfect.
So like I said, I iron the pieces down that I have a backing to, and then the pieces that I don't, it's kind of thicker. I'll just put some like a fusion adhesive that works well, and then we just lay down the sole, then we frame.
I'll let you do your thing, man. Sounds
Cool.
like I can't help here.
Let's roll.
Dude, I gotta say, I've always been a big fan of your work online, but seeing it in person being put together, it's like next level appreciation. Like, this is sick, man.
Yeah,
like,
thank you, man. Appreciate
you know,
it.
and not only that, I learned how you do your process, but how easy too is put together. You know, nobody in their right mind just takes apart a Yeezy like that just to see how it's put together or how to put it back together. But seeing that and just the overall process, it just really, truly, you know, I really appreciate just the overall process and what you do. You know, it's special.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
You know, it's unique. It shows all the components of a sneaker, and in a way, it educates people. You know, so
Exactly what I'm aiming for. Yeah, when I do my work, I actually like to show my passion in a way, but also like educate the viewers on how the shoe is made, how it's constructed, and also like how many pieces and materials are used inside and out. So even the pieces that you don't see, I want to show that to everybody. And then just the way it's laid out, similar to like insects,
Right.
Natural History Museum. Sure.
dude, it's looking sick. Are you almost done?
Yeah, almost. So I just got a few more pieces left. Got the sole, and then pretty much just the framing, and that's it.
Cool. Well, in the meantime, you guys, I want to show you guys something really cool. By the way, Al has one of the coolest houses I've ever been in. This is why we call it Al's Palace. Check this out, though. The reimagined Metallic 5 all in pieces. It's fascinating to see the Jordan 5 just like this. There's so many different elements, so many different parts. Just the way Al designs every single one of his pieces is different. On this one, you have the sole in the middle, and then you have all the pieces just kind of coming out. Just by looking at it also, you realize there's a lot of different layers to it. You got the netting, the top panel, the panel underneath. It's just a bunch of stuff you don't really see. This is cool too. The shoelace is kind of popping out. Just really creative, dude. With flash photography, a lot of that 3M will pop. There's 3M all around the edges of certain panels, the tongue. It's a sick piece, man. This is gorgeous. There's more stuff too, though. The J Balvin 3, same thing. It's so different from everything else. This part's probably my favorite part. It just looks like it'll all come together and form the Jordan 3. Dude, freaking Al, man. He's so freaking good at this. Spider-Verse, Air Jordan 1s. Same thing. This is unique because that back panel, how it's designed, there's 3 panels to it. It's really cool. Obviously, it's not done. It's missing the plaque, his name and stuff. He's sure he's still working on some other details. This is fire. This one's probably my favorite. The Chapter 1 books, inspired by his dog Haven. There's a lot of parts to this one, as you can see. I'm very familiar with this shoe. I've taken it apart a couple of times for customs, but seeing it in this format is really sick. Now, Al finished this piece a couple months ago. He's trying to get it in the hands of Devin Booker. At the moment, I'm also trying to get some sneakers in his hands. Once I make that connection, I'm gonna make sure Al gets this in the hands of Devin Booker as well. Let's put this down. Dude, this is freaking gorgeous, man. This might be your best project yet. And I'm not just saying that because I was a part of this. This is freaking clean, dude. The vibrancy, the shoe you took apart, this is gorgeous.
Cool, man. Well, before we reveal it, let's get it framed up first.
Let's do it. Alright guys, it's been 2 long days worth of work. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I don't think anybody's ever done anything like this. And unless you're Deadstock Anatomies, I don't think anybody's gonna do this again. Bro, you ready to show them?
Let's do it, man. Here it is, guys.
It's a red October, beautifully laid out. Come on, man, this thing is freaking gorgeous. Being a part of that whole process, man. 2 days worth of work to take a shoe apart, put it into a frame like this is nuts, dude.
Honestly, I couldn't really do it without you. I mean, it looks a lot better now that you kind of, you know, add the finishing touches to it and everything. So actually, you know, without you coming here, you know, it wouldn't have been able to be done.
I appreciate that, man. I'm sure you would have figured it out without me, bro. This is cool. Think you won me over with the laces. I wasn't expecting you to do that. It looks exactly like how a Yeezy would be laced up. That piece, perfect, bro. The whole thing looks really great. The vibrancy of the red off the canvas background, it just pops so nicely,
Yeah,
bro.
the color contrast is perfect.
I don't think you've done anything like this where it has this much red, have you?
No, totally not.
You know, I've taken a lot of shoes apart for custom purposes, but one thing that I couldn't do or recreate is your thought process when it comes to laying out all the pieces, dude. Like, this is genius. And same thing with the rest of all your stuff. Like, the way you come up with this stuff, bro, it's next level, man.
Appreciate
Super
that.
cool.
I appreciate the kind words for that. Thank you.
This was fun for so many different reasons, and I've been following your work for the last year or so. We hung out last year. We've been talking about this. The fact that we were able to make this happen on a pair of Red Octobers here in Vegas in your studio, that's next level for me, bro. The pleasure's been all mine. Thank you so much for making this happen, man.
Thank you. You know, I appreciate you guys coming over. So,
Man, I hope this sells for a good price. Maybe Kanye himself wants this. You never know.
maybe. Yeah, hope.
You never know, man. Or one of you viewers. With that being said, Al, where can we find you?
Yeah, you guys can find me over at Deadstock Anatomies on Instagram or TikTok or dsanatomies.com.
This has definitely been a cool experience for me, man. It's also a different type of project for me, so thank you guys so much for watching. You can use promo code AL20 to save 20% off your next order at rejuvenator.com, but it's only good for the first 25 orders. And before I forget, for the month of February, we're giving away a pair of the reimagined metallic 5s in your size. All you gotta do is subscribe to Rejuvenator, comment down below your shoe size, and follow us on Instagram. Giveaway ends at the end of February. This has been awesome, man. Thank you again.
Yeah, of course.
Nah, man, we're hugging this one out.